Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith, and last time we took the range window to gold, so this time we're going to see how close to jewels we can get. Here's a 6, and let's just... Right. That one's a 3. Good place to start. All regions have an area of at least 12. So this cell cannot escape up that way, because that is something different. So it must escape down here, and this is different. This must extend up here. It's only going one side or the other. These two could be the same, but this is the colour. There's at least 3 different things around here. This cannot go up, or this must extend out. So something different again is over there. This has to go up. This is currently at 6. We need at least another 3. So it has to go through here. That one has to extend out. So this has to extend up. This, even if it takes that, has to come out through here. Forces this one up and left. So this one has to go up here. And this one could take the remaining 3 down here. So we need to extend it to 9. That's something different. And that has to extend out. Oops. That could end there. No, sorry, it can't end there because this is got to be the blue one. So this one just needs another 2. This one needs another 3. That could complete there. Doesn't have to. This could be the same as that. So we can have a maximum of 3 more brand new regions. If this goes into here, then it has to come up. If this one extends into here, then it has to do that, and that cell is broken. So that extends into there. And this one now has to take both of those and just make this a different colour. Okay, that'll stand out enough. So that's 8. 4. Not blue. That one could finish there. Not either of these 2 oranges. 5. Okay, this one takes at least another cell in here. This one can't just finish itself off this side of that barrier. It could take sort of one going out, and then this purple could crawl around the rest of it, and then we just have all of this stuff. Some of these are going to have to join together, I think. This purple has to get out through there. So I think that's forced. This is now blocked, so I think it has to join to the purple. Which could be finished here. So orange needs another 2. Okay. Range 4 to 7 and rows. So, the usual separation of concerns. This has to get out through one of these, and this one has to go through the other. This one goes this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has to get up to here, because this one is going to have to join to there. This purple one doesn't have enough spaces to reach red, so that's going to have to do that. And that's going to have to do that. This has to get to a yellow. Let's do, oh dear. Oh, it's going to sit that thing. That's going to have to do that. It doesn't have to stop there. These 3, I think, have to go together. That's 6, so we've got 1 spare. But if we do that, then this one can't get a yellow. So that's 6, we still have 1 spare. That's 5, so this one is 7, so it's finished. So this has to take, that's complete. That has to take 1 more cell, that's complete. That's complete. Oh, it's a 4 and a 4. All regions have an area of at most 10, and there are 5 regions of an area of 49. This is going to have to take that corner. that blue. And it can take another 2 further up. Now, that's 10. That's 10. I don't think One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got that one off one shot. 1, 2. That'll be 10. But we're still one short of filling in up here. And if I do that, then I'm still one short. How do I get one extra cell? Only this one or this one could reach that corner. That's 20 cells. Oops. Give me the orange back. That'll do. And I'm still one short, filling that in. 10, 10. I don't think there's any mileage in that, because that takes 11 cells. So they have to go in order. And we can't take another one out from this path. Okay, let's try from the bottom and see if that works any better. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How it all works. I go from the other end. Okay. All regions of an area between 2 and 3 mingle shape. Okay, there's the forced borders. That can only connect to there. That can't extend up. This has to be an elbow. No, that wouldn't be right. Let's go back to the... This can go up here. So that works as well. Fine. That can't go up because it blocks that. So it has to be a straight 3. This one has to be an elbow. And this has to be a straight 3 going down. That's either stops, well, it stops there. It might go another one to the left, but I doubt it because that has to come out and that has to come out, so that one's complete. This has to be an elbow shape. Two and an elbow and 2. This has to be filled by one of those two, so that has to go up there. If well, that's complete, so that has to be a 3. And that has to be the elbow to stop purple fighting with light orange. Okay, that one's fixed as a 2. This one has to be a 3, which makes that one a 2. Neither of these is a 2, so that's a straight 3, and that one's an elbow. That can't be a 2 or a straight 3, so it's an elbow. This one can't be an elbow, so it's a 2. elbow. Can't get to this space with an elbow shape, so we'll put a straight 3 down there. Can't get to this space with a straight 3, so put the elbow in. This can't be a 2, so it's 3. That has to be an elbow, and that's a 2. Okay, that was nice and not too hard. 5 to go. Flip over here, there's a 3. Range and polyomino. This has to have a spine of 3. It can't be like that, because we can't do the one at the top. It's like that, we can't do the one in the middle. So it's not horizontal, it's vertical. That would work. That annoyingly would work. And that would work. So all I know is that this one has a vertical spine. This is probably where to start. Can't go up here, can't go down here, can't go left, can't go right. Therefore, we have the polyomino in the center. That has to come out like that. Means that's the only way of doing the L, and that has to join through to there. I don't know that that stops there, so that now looks like it has to do that. That has to be there to avoid isolating the cell. That would avoid isolating cells. These two are the problem. This can no longer go all the way up, has to come at least one down, so this has to be horizontal. And it has to go into there. Could go up and across, but then it's up and across here, but then it's isolated too. So those have to be something different. It does have to go that way. It doesn't. It can go that way. And that one. That's a 5. That's a 4. Let's stick with the easier ones while we can. Range 4 to 6, mingle shape. Oh, how lovely. So if these all went out to separate stars, then this cell in the middle is isolated. If this joins to any of these, then it has to join to them all. So that's forced. If this goes like that, then the P would have to go up there, which is quite plausible. Oh, lovely. And if that happens, then this one is touching an identical shape down here, unless it goes down one into that and no further. Okay, this was kind of a guess on that bit, so that's not necessarily fixed. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That works for that one. This could be one further over, but then it isolates a single cell. So I think it has to be there because it can't go to the right or it touches that. It's 10, so it's a 6 and a 4. Okay, this one, can you get round to it? It's a 5. All regions in an area between 2 and 3. So that's forced. If we do that, we have 10 in there. Don't think that tells me anything useful. That's forced. That's forced. That could go up or not. This is not an elbow, so it's either a straight 2 or a straight 3. Either way, this is something different. This is not an elbow, so it's a 2. It's that straight 3. That goes in there. That is not an elbow, so that is also forced and does not go to either side, so that is forced. And one of these extends. If this extends, I'm left with 2 2s here, so that one's complete. This one extends. That one has to be the elbow shape. That has to be the 3. I think we're going to need an elbow in here. Ah. That was an elbow. Then that would have to be a 2 and that would have to be a 3. That would have to be a 2. And then we'd have an elbow there, but we've got 2 2s touching. That one can't be anything. So if that one's a 2, then this could be an elbow. No, a 3 and a 2, an elbow there, a 2 there. Right. Okay, is that just 2 remaining? Yes, it is. Difficulty 5. Minimum 2, Gemini, area number, and delta. This can't be an elbow if that's straight, so this one is straight. This one does the elbow thing, and that one does the elbow. That works, maybe the only way to do it, but I'm not sure. That's an L. That's an L. That's an L. Oh. If that's an L, that one's an S. Makes that a 2. And this one broken. Okay, let's not jump to conclusions on these 5s, because it could just be 2 2s stuck in here. It's 4. Has to extend down and out, so it is an L. It is an S. That's an S. That's a 2. That's a 2. And that's a T. As is that, as they have to be the same. $13. So 2 5s and a 3, or 1 5. No, we can't do 1 5. because then we end up with a 1 there or a 1 there. So it is 2 5s and a 3. Horizontal. 3 there, 2 there. Okay. Last puzzle in this section. All regions have an area between 4 and 7 and area number. So 7 could get to size 4 going upwards. So it comes down at least that far. 7 could get to size 5 going upwards. Can't come down or it cuts off this 5. So it must go that far left. This must come out and is locked. This is locked into that shape. This 5 takes 1 more cell. This 5 has to take actually, it doesn't have to take that because we could put another area 4 in there. But in that case, there's nothing stopping this 5 just cutting off 4 cells out that way. Or is there? Unless this 5 took that and that, we force it to go down here. I'll just keep that in mind. Oh, this 4 going to have to go down like that. That 7 is forced. There's an unclued region here, whatever happens, I think. So I need to look for some more clues. Something comes out of here. And out of there. And down there. That's an unclued 4. $16. 7, 6, and 3 isn't enough. So this 6 takes at least 1 going off this way, or this 7 takes 1. I don't really know which. If this 7 blocks off that 5, which it has to, because even if it takes these 3, it still has to come up to here. Okay, this 5 can be completed like that. This 5 could be completed like that. That's 4. That only just fits. don't think there's room for another area of 4 here. I think we run out of. So we filled the 7 and the 4 and the 6. That 5 has to come down to here. That region has to come up there for the 4. Get one more cell. Okay. Down here, I can do that with the 5. Gives me one more cell with the 7. One more with that 7. One. I need 2 more, and I can't do 2 more. No. If I did that, then there's no way to fill both the 7 and 5. And the 5 has to come out. I can't do that, and I can't do that. That is the only way to complete that 5. This 4 must go down. Must be at least 4 there. This 6 has to come down at least 2. That 7 has to come across into this 6. This 6 has to take another 2. 7 has to take another 2. Let's redo this area. But try and join 2 5s and a 4. And that should give me an extra cell. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. Oh. Okay. That 5. That 5. That's a 6 still. So that's a 5. That's a 5. That's a 7. I didn't get any more spaces by joining things. Can't see anywhere else I could try and join things together. There's no 7s. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's a 4 down there. Okay, that makes sense, I think. So we're getting spare 4s periodically. That becomes an F. That's a 6. That's a 6. That's an S. And we're done. And range window jewels. That was fun. Thank you very much for watching. And I'm going to call that an episode. And I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.